Hi everyone and welcome to the last episode of Europeans in Taiwan for 2023. Me and Momo have now checked off every single member state we have here in Taiwan, and after a busy Europeans in Taiwan year, we have here found us in a European bar enjoying a nice after work with our new friends here from Czechia. Who are you guys and what are you doing here in Taiwan?
Thank you very much, Lukas. First things first, this is Didi, and I'm David. My mother used to call me Dada, so Dada and Didi.
Maybe you want to move that from a different position if you just point down and saying Didi. It means a little bit different things in Taiwan.
Is it? Okay, then I keep
Hold it up a little bit.
And I'm the Czech representative in Taiwan. I've been here for more than 1 year. But this is not my first stay in Taiwan. My first experience with Taiwan was as long ago as in 2015.
My name is Karel. I've lived in Taiwan for over 10 years. I actually started to do advertising here, and then eventually as a fun side project we started this Czech pub, if you like.
And that is the pub we're in right now, actually recording this. Divadlo, is that how you pronounce it?
This is a great, genuine Czech place in the middle of Taipei, where I'm very proudly bringing my guests, official and unofficial, and they like it very much. And some of them keep coming back, even without me, which is the best.
Okay, I think that says more about you than this place, though.
Funny.
My name is Martina. I am the deputy representative, but I came only 4 months ago, and it's my first time in Taipei, actually. I arrived at late July, so it was really hot, terribly hot.
I think the worst time to arrive here, like July to August, it's just...
It was,
yeah.
But it got better from that. And what I was surprised is how easy life is in Taipei. It's easy to go around, life is fine, and I like it very much.
What would you say is like your number one favorite thing about either Taipei or Taiwan?
The eggs boiled in black tea. That's something that sadly does not exist in Europe. So delicious and so tasty, and I really can't imagine my life without this egg. Really something that I love here. Taiwan beer is perfect, but I guess that I should be promoting Czech beer, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like you could define Taiwan as, it's got the smell of tea at Taipei airport. So it's, one of the smells, like the first smells you can smell, right, from that 7-Elevens. I like it, I love it. It's really tasty. But I like the nightlife, that in compared to Europe, everything closes at, 7 p.m. and then there's no one on the street. Whereas here, till 2 or 3 in the morning, there's life. So, I enjoy this.
How is it to live in Taiwan compared to living back home in Czechia?
What I really liked when I came to Taiwan is friendly and kind people around me, always with smiles on their faces wherever you go and whoever you talk to. They are very helpful, not so often to be seen anywhere else. The culture of getting together with colleagues and friends and going for a beer or 2 or 3 after work.
Escalated very fast with a number of beers.
This is something that I haven't seen here before, or perhaps it exists, and then I do apologize.
It's called KTV here in Taiwan.
Okay. Okay. There are many similarities, like a democratic transition. We share the same values: democracy, human rights, belief in the necessity of preservation of the international order based on rules. So even though we are quite far from each other, we are quite close. And I'm extremely happy to say that we are getting even closer with the direct flight.
Really?
Yes.
Not even Sweden has a direct flight connection. What is this?
A direct flight operated by China Airlines was launched in July this year, and it's connecting Taipei and Prague.
What would be like typical the Swedish meatballs of Czechia?
Svíčková.
That would be yes, or fried cheese.
The pub owner is not in here. Let's go with fried cheese then.
I had delicious meatballs made by the Danish representative, by Peter. Yes. What? Yes. And they were just delicious. He made them himself for his National Day party.
For his National Day? For the Danish National Day party, they made Swedish meatballs.
Danish meatballs.
Peter, we're gonna have a chat as soon as I'm done recording this video.
And of course, the treasure is the beer. That's.
I was just gonna say, it's not a coincidence that we sit here in this pub drinking the Czech beer right now. You invented Pilsner. What's the difference for someone who sadly does not drink Pilsner? I'm gonna move away a little bit here after saying that statement.
I would say actually like Bavarian beer and Czech beer, like they are very similar.
It's thick and bitter.
Yeah.
And you also have these like beer spas. You don't only drink it, you take a bath in it as well. Have you tried it?
No, I haven't, and I don't think that I will ever try it. I prefer my beer in my tummy. It's inefficient allocation of scarce resources.
Is it scarce resource in Czechia though?
It is. The desirable destination of Czech beer is in tummies, not in bathtubs.
You said like thick and bitter. It doesn't really sound like something that I feel like the Taiwanese beer drinker would ever enjoy.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't, yes.
Oh, they wouldn't? Okay. Short answer to that question. Speaking about the differences between the Czech beer and then the Taiwanese beer, what would be like the biggest difference if you, as a Taiwanese, would go and travel to visit Czechia?
Impossible to compare. Czech Republic, a landlocked country in the middle of Europe, a Taiwan, an island in East Asia. Both the people, both Taiwanese and Czechs, know the price of liberty and democracy because they were fighting for it, and they know it's not a gift from the heaven, and they cherish it very much. So that's perhaps something that we have in common. The Czech genuine cuisine. It's not very healthy though. It's it's very fatty and greasy
not vegetarian.
Not vegetarian. But still we love it. We love it. For example, what I really like about Taiwanese is how they take care about themselves. I mean the wellness.
No unhealthy Czech food and
no unhealthy Czech food. Not so much alcohol. Regular exercises. Every morning when I go to my office by car, I saw people of all sexes and ages exercising regularly, early in the morning. And this is what I really, really admire. And hence it comes by no surprise that Taiwanese look extremely well. They have a quality life. Perhaps one more difference. Every now and then I'm invited to give lectures or speeches at universities. Taiwanese students, they tend to cling perhaps too much to authorities. They are very hesitant and reluctant to ask questions, to engage in a critical debate. So it seems to me, if I may generalize, Taiwanese are more respectful towards authorities, be it parents, teachers, government, that's what the Czechs are not. We are not only bohemians, but also rebels. Well, the best example was during the COVID. Everybody really was wearing masks here, and until the very last moment, and even after the measures were lifted. There were many demonstrations in Czech Republic, and not only in Czech Republic, in Europe, against the masks in those early stages of COVID, something unheard of here in Taiwan.
As a Swede, my relationship with Czechia is basically like limited to ice hockey. From a Taiwanese perspective, what is like their view of Czechia?
A lot of people anywhere I met said that they have been to Prague.
And this was even before the direct flight then?
Yes, and now it's multiplying.
Yeah, exactly.
This is something that was really surprised me a lot. Everybody knows Prague, they love it. They say it's a beautiful city, which is always nice to hear. They like to go there for honeymoon.
Okay, wow. Why? Why?
I'm told it's because of a Korean soap opera. There is like a Korean soap opera series about a couple enjoying the best and most romantic honeymoon holidays in Prague. If I'm not mistaken, this has triggered the appetite not only of the Taiwanese and Koreans, but also Japanese and mainland Chinese to go to Prague and to have a honeymoon there. But there is a scientific proof to that. There is an ongoing cooperation between Czech Republic and Taiwan in many domains, and one of them is zoo, the cooperation between zoos. So the zoo of Taipei has sent a couple of pangolins to Prague Zoo, a male and a female, met physically for the very first time in Prague Zoo, a rumor has it that the female pangolin got pregnant after the very first encounter with her male peer. And now the result of this romantic acquaintance is a baby pangolin that was born in Prague Zoo for the very first time in Europe. So that's yet another example that Prague is a truly romantic city for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Be careful if you do come to visit Prague on your honeymoon. Who knows what will happen the first time you get an acquaintance down in Prague. Other than drinking beer, maybe going to a honeymoon, visit the zoo and see these Taiwanese animals. Is there anything else that you think that specifically like Taiwanese tourists should do or something they should know before visiting Czechia?
Most people stay only in Prague, which is a pity. So we have beautiful towns all around, not just in Bohemia, but also in Moravia or Silesia, which is not that known perhaps. A lot of castles all around, about 2,000 castles in the Czech Republic.
Okay, that makes sense then for the honeymoons and for the wedding photos. That's where you would go to take the photos. Yes, the classic European princess photos.
Taiwanese, I would say, is more like tempestual, high mountains, and it's wilder, definitely. Czech landscape is more picturesque, I would say. Small villages and small towns and castles and forests. It's very, very different, and I think it's worth exploring.
First, they should go there in spring or summer, because I think lots of Taiwanese, they go there in the wrong time. They usually go there in winter, which I understand because they have their long holiday. I think go to Prague in winter is probably the worst time they can go, unless they want to go for the Christmas vibe. They should definitely go in spring.
If you come as a tourist to Czechia, what would be like the most important word or phrase in Czech that tourists should know before coming?
Ještě jednou. It's like
One more beer.
one more beer.
No, really, that's not a joke. That's not a joke. I mean, like, I would love this to be a joke, but it's not. It's the reality we live in, you know.
Can you confirm? Yeah. Okay. There we go. You are the Czech representative here in Taiwan. Other than sitting here at the Divadlo, how does a normal week for you look like, and what's actually happening at the office?
It's much more boring than this, you know.
Okay.
I wish I could spend my whole week sitting in Divadlo and drinking beer and eating fried cheese. That would be perhaps the idea of happiness to me. We have so many obligations that are coming from the fact that the Czech-Taiwanese relationship is very ambitious. So we cooperate in many, many domains. Our office is also a consular office, so we spend a lot of time interviewing people that ask for work permits, and we do trade, we do science, research and innovations. Most of us, if not all of us, we work over the weekends too. There are so many events organized by our Taiwanese partners that happen during the weekends.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is actually a well-deserved beer now, because you have made news all year, having, I'm pretty sure, the absolute largest delegation from any member state from like anywhere around the world coming here. I forgot how many it was, but it was like 160, 70 people or something.
If not the biggest, then second biggest delegation ever dispatched from Czech Republic to a foreign country. And when I spoke to Foreign Minister Joseph Wu, he acknowledged that perhaps that was the biggest delegation ever in the modern history of Taiwan. Yes, three planes.
3 planes?
Yes, 3 planes.
Direct flight.
Not yet. Yes.
We have to do it one more time next year then.
It was very big, and there were so many interesting people on board of those 3 planes, including businessmen. I think it was 160 people. Of 110 were business people, representing all kind of businesses that you can imagine, starting with semiconductors and going through artificial intelligence and ending with engineering.
For like normal people like me, is there any way to see this cooperation somehow, like either like here in Taiwan or in Czechia?
We're preparing for 2025 a major exhibition from National Palace Museum in Prague National Museum. Wow. So if everything runs smoothly and I keep my fingers crossed, and please do keep your fingers crossed, then the cabbage will move to Prague.
What?
Yes. And the Czechs, and not only the Czechs, but also the Austrians, Germans, Slovaks, they will be able to see really those biggest treasures in Prague. We're working very hard on this.
There might be some international viewers now who have no idea what you're talking about, but it is a big deal. It's not just a cabbage. It's a huge deal.
It's a huge deal.
It's a huge deal.
Wow, that's so cool though.
We have much more ongoing, like scholarships in semiconductors, but not only semiconductors. So those are very promising areas of our cooperation. We are very happy that we are connecting people in this.
If people, Taiwanese, Swedes, or anyone else wants to know more about the Czech Republic, your office, where can people go?
For everyone who would like to go to the Czech Republic, there's the website Visit Czechia, and they can find all the information they need, whether they need a visa, how to get there, where to stay, all the interesting things that they could, experience there.
And of course, if you want to get more information regarding Czechia or maybe some more travel tips before your honeymoon, you of course have all the links down in the description. And since this is the final Europeans in Taiwan video for this year, you also have a chance to win your own mumu as well. All you have to do is to visit the European Union office here in Taiwan's social media. You have it on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and then just leave a comment on their video when they're sharing this on their social media as well. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lukas. Starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.